All right, we're going to do a little swing check here for Dustin Johnson. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Obviously, posture, setup, everything is on point. That's the thing. When you're doing these swing checks for pros, there's really not a whole lot going on that's wrong necessarily. Each one of them has their own style flair, right? So like DJ has a little bit of an outside takeaway there. Nothing wrong with that as long as it gets in the right place in the downswing. Gets it up to the top, and he's got his infamous bowed flat wrist here at the top. That's just something that he's able to do. Not everyone can do that, but it closes the face for him so that when he has this enormous amount of body rotation and tilt, that face being closed at the top allows him to really throw his body at his target. Now, one thing that DJ does extremely well is he holds posture probably better than anybody on tour. So watch this stuff. So you draw a line on the rear end, and most people will either slide towards the golf ball away from that line or stay right on it. DJ actually pushes his rear end and his hips behind that line in the downswing. Okay, now that allows his spine angle to stay in a very bent over position because that's just the way he likes to hit. He likes to cover the ball with his chest. Now, he plays a fade, and this just goes to show that you can still get the club on plane and play a fade from that position. A lot of people tend to think that they have to have the shaft of the golf club kind of like out in this area to play a fade. And that's really not the case. You can play a fade from an on-plane position. It's all in how you work the club face. Now, in this particular shot, he's not playing a fade. He's playing a pull draw because he naturally likes to swing left. So that's what you're going to see right now is when he drops that club on plane, he's now going to really start the initiation of opening his hips and opening his chest while tilting his right shoulder as far down to the ground as he can get it. This allows him to keep that club down, or back, I should say, until the very last second. Now, this is a really good point here. A lot of guys, if you watch them, if his head were to be following his shoulders and his chest, he would actually have his right ear facing the ground in what I would call a side view position. And not a lot of players rotate or tilt this much, but if you look at the way that he does it, he wouldn't even be looking at the ball if his head was following his chest. He would be looking down the line. David Duval and Annika